This is Terrence Andre Banks with Information Age Financial Solutions coming to you to talk to you today about the retail sector. Now, I've done some videos in the past, and the retail sector is still a very large employer, and the apocalypse is continuing to go, especially for 2018 with the store closings. So let's get right into this article, and I came across this from confoundedinterest.net. Never heard of the site before, but I always look at titles and stuff that's important, especially for the information age. Again, because retail sector was a large employer and it continues to be. And with the stores closing, it's definitely something to be mindful of and to really pay attention to. So let's get right into it. Apocalypse Now was a 1979 Francis Ford Coppola film starring, among others, Northern Virginia resident Robert Duvall as Lieutenant Colonel Bill Kilgrove. Little did Coppola know that this immortal film would foretell the retail store apocalypse of the 2010. And the title, Apocalypse Now, Retail Store Style, 23 big retail closing stores as wage growth only back to 2009 levels. This year, in an effort to save their business, the following retailers will close hundreds of their stores, according to Fox Business. Abercrombie Fitch, 60 more stores are chartered to close. Aerosoles, only 4 of their 88 stores are definitely remaining open. American Apparel, they filed for bankruptcy and all their stores are closed or will soon. BCBG, 118 stores have closed. Bebe is history and all 168 stores have closed. Wow. Bon Time, they filed for Chapter 11 and will be closing 48 stores. The Children's Place, I didn't even know the Children's Place, they plan to close hundreds of stores by 2020 and are going digital. Well, at least they're going digital, but it's a lot of jobs being lost if they're going to close hundreds of stores. CVS didn't really know there was much of an issue, but they closed 70 stores, but thousands still remain viable. Some stores are still viable. That's still enough. Now, Foot Locker, they're closing 110 underperforming stores shortly. Guess 60 stores will bite the dust this year. Gymboree, a whopping 350 stores will close their doors for good this year. H.H. Gregg, all 220 stores will be closed this year after the company filed for bankruptcy. Didn't know that. J. Crew, they'll be closing 50 stores instead of the original 20 they have announced. J.C. Penney, now I've heard some things about J.C. Penney. They closed 138 stores and plan to turn all the remaining ones into toy stores. Wow. Man, I don't get the business plan remaining ones into toy stores, but we'll see. The Limited. All 250 retail locations have been closed and they've gone digital in an effort to remain in business. Macy's, 7 more stores will soon close and more than 5,000 employees will be laid off. That's a lot right there. Michael Kors, they will close 125 stores this year. Payless, they will be closing a whopping 800 stores this year after recently filing for bankruptcy. Radio Shack, more than 1,000 stores have been shut down this year, leaving them with only 70 stores nationwide. Wow. Rule 21, they'll be closing 400 stores this year. Sears, Kmart, they closed over 300 locations. Toys R Us, they filed for bankruptcy, we all know that, but at this point have not announced store closures and have in fact stated their stores will remain open. Well, that still remains to be seen. Wet Seal, this place is history. All 170 stores will soon be closed. And with that, thousands of jobs go poof. Roughly 4.3 million Americans worked as retail salespeople as of last May, according to look at this. I'm going to read this again because I kind of read over too quickly. And with that, thousands of jobs go poof. Roughly 4.3 million Americans worked as retail salespeople as of last May, according to data released by the Labor Department Friday. On average, those working the country's most common jobs make just $25,310 per year, far less than the national average wage of $45,790, and not enough to keep a family of 5 out of poverty according to federal standards. But it's more than the Amazon Bezos model on online commerce. It's also that wage growth since 2007, and only in the most recent jobs report have average hourly earnings of all employees gotten back to 2009 levels in terms of year-on-year growth, but still below growth rates found before the Great Depression. But still below the growth rates found before the Great Depression. I love when they show charts. Still lower than what we found at the wage growth before the 2009. 2008 actually crashed. And lest we forget, the Fed's zero interest rate policies have help fuel a massive bubble in commercial real estate construction. Good point. All of these stores that I mentioned out here are part of commercial real estate, and commercial real estate and are attached to pensions as well as a lot of insurance companies. And here's the Amazon Just Babe, those slithering through the mud for most retailers to crush. Did a funny video picture here. And again, it's not just Jeff Bezos. We are in a different time. The retailers have seen this. The consumer is tapped out. And even with the new administration trying to do tax cuts, that is not going to get people to be buying because they're reaching the maximum amount of debt that they could take on. And this is another tool in the coffin for whatever the recovery we're supposed to be receiving. That's a lot of stores and a lot of jobs. So if this video has been of any value to you, please subscribe, leave some comments. And until my next video, I'm out.